Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we said that there is panic in Statehouse from the time Raila Odinga announced his coming back to this country from South Africa. And indeed, Raila Odinga will be landing today at JKIA. And after that, there will be a procession from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to Kamukunji ground, where we will be addressing the People's Baraza to share a number of things with Kenyans. So yesterday we had the president talking, and even the body language, his tone, it could tell completely that this is a man who is panicked of a known that is anticipated after Raila Odinga landing into this country. So today in the morning, for those who have been watching the activities around Statehouse, you will clearly see that it is now written on the wall in bold letters that indeed panic is real at Statehouse. William Samoei Ruto is in a confusion together with Rigathi Gachagua on how to deal with Raila Odinga by the time he will be landing in this country. What the time now I'm recording, it is 11:20. So soon he will be landing. So he is wondering what next. And because of that, Ruto has gone to an extent of reaching out to some of the Jubilee leaders for a meeting with him at Statehouse. At the same time, Raila Odinga is anticipated to land in the country. We have Sabina Chege, Kanini Kega, among other leaders who met with the president. The question is, why is it that Ruto is meeting these leaders just at a time when Raila is anticipated to land? And again, at the same time, when we have had the Jubilee Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni, giving announcement and then calling upon all the Azimio leaders, even from the Jubilee side, to be ready to welcome their leader. Remember, Raila Odinga is the Azimio party leader, so that's their leader. But now, Ruto called for the meeting. Now, you will agree with me, if you check on these photos, these are the same individuals Rigathi Gachagua met some time back, not much long time ago. So after that, they decided that this time around, let us take these leaders to Statehouse. So the one question also I ask is that if Ruto was able to buy some leaders in this country during the 2022 general election and the campaign time, what will stop him from buying or renting? He can rent some of these leaders because as of now, he's the president. If he manage as the deputy president with his money, the money that he was stolen from the people, because we have so many corruption cases that he was facing before he became the president. There was corruption allegations. Now he is the president. What will stop him from taking these people and putting them in his pocket to silence them? This is what he shared in the morning. Let us go through it before we give our views. We must build a bigger and a better team that will work together to effectively prosecute the agenda of the people of Kenya. We cannot move our country forward by leaving others behind. Kwani Ruto saizi ndiye amegundua alikuwa anaacha watu nyuma? With the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua at Statehouse, Nairobi, had a working breakfast with the MPs from Jubilee Party led by Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega. I want you to watch careful about Kanini Kega because I will tell you something about Kanini Kega after this. Also with us were David Kiaroha, Olo, Kalau, Irene Joki, Bahati, Zachary Kwenya, Kinangop, Shadrach Mwiti, South Menti, Mark Mwenja, Embakasi West, Amos Mwago, Stureh, Daniel Karidho, Igembe Central, Stanley Mudama, Lam West, and Joseph Giduku Lam. Before I tell you something about Kanini Kega, just a quick reminder. For those who are watching and you've not subscribed, please just consider subscribing. To our 10 subscribers, I must always say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, we are still humbly requesting you to give this video a thumbs up. So let us finish quickly before Raila lands in this country. Now, back to our discussion. During the campaign time, all of you and those who have been following closely the campaigns in Mount Kenya region, you will agree with me that Kanini Kega was among the leaders who were giving William Samoei Ruto as an individual, together with Rigathi Gachagua, sleepless nights in Mount Kenya region. This is a man who dared William Samoei Ruto to enter some areas within Mount Kenya. He would manage to mobilize and block William Samoei Ruto activities in the Mount Kenya region. Ruto met a lot of resistance in Mount Kenya because of how Kanini Kega was organizing how to deal with the William Samoei Ruto. To an extent, Rigathi Gachagua went further to refer to Kanini Kega as Kanini Koru. Kwa wale ambao waelewi Kikuyu, Kanini Kega inamaanisha kadogo kazuri, small good. But Kanini Koru means small and bad. So badala ya kumuita kadogo kazuri ama kazuri kadogo, alimuita kazuri kabaya, kadogo kabaya. The reason was that this is a man who was destroying their plan in Mount Kenya region. So William Ruto understands that having such individuals who are creating those much problem for you, it will be better at during this time. Because if Raila Odinga would want to mobilize from Mount Kenya for people to reach out in that Kamkundi ground or other people who have been seen as serious people around Raila Odinga, then Kanini Kega will be counted. That's why he was rewarded with the Iyala position. But now, William Samoei Ruto, using his own dubious way, he has to make sure that he is reaching out to these leaders with whichever means to compromise them. And remember, as a president, he has all those means. So any weak leader will be easily compromised by William Samoei Ruto. So Kanini Kega was the target. And yes, he landed into their side, as simple as that. So this one is just to show that Ruto is trying to show people of Mount Kenya region that people of Mount Kenya are not in this fight that Raila Odinga is trying to launch today. These people are with me. So he's trying to reach out to them. And it's also reaching out to Azimio's side. It means he's just trying to create a perception that Azimio is not Jubilee party is not part of the Azimio Maandamano. So they want to make it to look like this Maandamano is just an ODM Maandamano ile ya Raila Odinga. But again, it's not a Maandamano, it's a baraza. But they want to call it a Maandamano. People are just waiting Raila Odinga to come and give announcement. Then from there, action will be taken, as simple as that. So you want to say that Jubilee party, which is largely originating from Mount Kenya region, is not part of the Raila Odinga meeting today. But is it true? The question is that, where is Jubilee Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni? Because that's the man to watch. That's the man who will give a direction from the party leader. Because now, as of now, Uhuru might not come to speak, but he might speak through the Secretary General of the party, Jeremiah Kioni. So, it's a kind of perception they want to create to just try to water down the incoming of Raila Odinga into this country. The other question we are asking today, where is Martha Karua? Where is Kanini Kega? Not Kanini Kega, Jeremiah Kioni, among other leaders from Mount Kenya, including even Uhuru Kenyatta. Because Ruto want to try and make it look like, in case he will decide to unleash police to disperse the crowd that will be welcoming Raila Odinga, it will be seen as the Mount Kenya leaders are not part of this. So he will not be lobbying or tear gassing the leaders from Mount Kenya region. But the question is, what about Martha Karua? Because if we go to an extent of tear gassing someone like Martha Karua, then it will be seen as Ruto attacking leaders in this country in an undemocratic way. And Martha Karua will be part of it. Huyo ni mtoto wa Mount Kenya. Jeremiah Kioni will be part of it. Huyo ni mtoto wa Mount Kenya. And you can remember, when you touch on some of these leaders from Mount Kenya region, who seemingly have not done anything against the government, it also becomes different because these people will turn back and go and protect one of their own. Right? And this can be explained by the time when Uhuru Kenyatta had serious case against humanity at the ICC. Remember, they rallied behind him. They voted for him despite the fact that they rejected him in 2002. So they had to vote for him in order to protect him. So that is what Ruto has to think about. What about these leaders from Mount Kenya region who will be part of this meeting? If I decide to use the police to disrupt their meeting, how will it turn like? And again, what about Raila Amolo Odinga? What will people say about me? What about the 8 million who voted for Raila Amolo Odinga if I try to do this? All this you put together, it shows you that the panic is piling around this president, William Samoei Ruto. He's in a confusion, he don't know what to do. Gachagua is giving an advice which seemingly it is advice meant to light the fire na uweke kwa petrol. Ukiweka kwa petrol, hiyo ni bomb. At the end of the day, who win and who loses? And who will take credit? Whose legacy is going to be recorded here? Is it Gachagua legacy or is going to be William Samoei Ruto's legacy? So many questions. So we'll wait and see the reaction, and at the end of the day, and yes, sijui ni wangapi wanaenda Kamkunji. You can tell me in the comment section.